Right. She used to be West Country.
Are you waiting for us? You guys
Yes.
need to do. All right, so we're gonna swear you all in at the same time like we did the last time. So, I'm trying to see which is the best way for everyone. That works for us as well. So everyone stand and raise your right hand.
We all say your name and you say my name.
No, you say your own name.
Okay.
So, you guys are all open to this, but just to make sure. So once we're gonna ask you to state your name. Everyone states their name one at a time. Also, he's gonna say what position, and you guys say your position, one at a time. And then after each thing, you continue to repeat after
Being
that.
the position that's on our.
Yes,
Yes.
member, substitute member, president,
Got it.
vice president, those names.
Okay, everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland and support the Constitution and laws thereof. And I will, to the best of my skill and judgment, diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudice, execute the office of for Prince George's County Board of Canvassers, according to the Constitution and the laws of this state, and that I will canvass and declare the vote cast truthfully, and I will perform all other duties of this position. State your position. Of the Board of Canvassers as requested by law. Congratulations.
And the fun part, we're gonna ask you one at a time to go over and sign certificates, so you can come first.
Gary Mo.
That's the best actually.
Yes, that was.
Good to see you.
Sure.
Keep that. Circuit foot.
Michael Gorman.
Hold on, one.
Good to see you. You're not sitting still. Yeah. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah. She's hanging in there. She's still a little shook up, but yeah.
She is.
Yeah. She's back now.
Before you add to your.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Here, one of us. All right, man.
Big life.
Up here.
Yeah.
The rest, you know, I have to go. Maxine said, I said, hey, hey, why don't you get some? Tell everyone. So, I've asked for,
Yeah.
no, I've asked for, phone, send you an email with it. Any good at all.
But this one.
But he's an interrupter.
Like I said, I know she's already scheduled now, they did approve.
Yeah.
I just had to go to another doctor to get the approval as opposed to her cancer.
After you all and we call this meeting to order, we have the postmaster with us to speak with you.
Okay.
First, she's already on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
I'll go.
Been off Monday.
That's what I thought too. I love you. Y'all can get to them. I love you. Always love these things.
Oh, you never had to go to the courthouse. No. They talked that we already do it, been here too much. Yeah. Everything.
It was easier before they had tight security.
But even when I went down, John. Next year, that's
Right. Thank you, that is an election. Thank you.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah. Sure. This guy's.
You bet. Stop.
yes.
Sick and tired of being.
Oh.
But then,
Here. First up, 20 years. Well, so.
It's the pink, they always come out.
That,
I know I was, right into that.
yeah.
25 minutes.
Wow.
Definitely.
No, they were. I love her. My daughter.
Certainly, you can come on this side. If you were on number 8.
If you want.
There's a lot of old, old women, you know, there. Yeah. Right in.
You really know I like.
Wallpaper. Wallpaper, whole wall.
They good now. You did a great job.
Now.
That's it, she's been a very.
Thank you very much.
That's our.
Right, we still have environmental burn.
And she's gonna have to come to you all.
Okay. Right here,
Yeah.
is the last. Okay.
Before you all leave, just one more time, I know most of us know you.
Oh, okay. Good afternoon, good evening, I'm sorry. Yes, I am Gary Mosley, the Chief Deputy of the Circuit Court of Prince George's County under the Honorable Mahasan El-Amin, who is unable to attend this evening. This is my administrative assistant, Shaquila Johnson. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you all.
Next time you see guys.
Thank you for
Thank
coming,
you.
we'll call you in about 3 months.
Y'all take care.
Nice to meet you.
So, we have a special guest. The, virtually, wanted her, speak with you all, regarding the regulations as far as the posting that, rule that they changed. And so her, name is, Ms. Porter, and she is a postmaster for, Largo Post Office. Ms. Porter, can you hear us? I think you're muted right now. Okay. Sabia. That's the BA.
Are you writing in the chat or something? Can you hear us?
Hey, Demetra, can you hear us?
Yes. Oh.
Great. She raised her hand. She.
But I think Sabia just left. Okay,
Who's David? That's, yeah.
that is a guess.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, right. See, so Demi, you should be good, and if you can hear us, let us know. Yeah, you're good.
I am able to hear you. This is Demi.
Okay, Miss Porter, you should be able to hear us now. There you go. You're muted.
Good evening,
Hey.
everyone. All right.
No, because we still can,
Can you,
we still
can you
can't
hear me
hear you.
now? You still can't hear me?
So,
Hello?
I
I'm
see.
not on mute.
I am able to hear her, Miss Saber. I can hear you.
Oh,
Hold on, let
okay.
me see if I can turn this volume up, so. Yeah,
Did she see us?
yeah, she can
I can
see
see you
us,
guys, yes.
but why am I muted? We shouldn't be muted.
Can you guys hear me now?
Hold up a sign that says we.
We shouldn't be muted.
I was able to hear her, but it looks like she's muted right now.
Speaker, that was it.
I am muted. I
But
just
it's like
turned my
when I
mute,
push
but
it.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm here.
No, it's us. So we're not mute.
There we go.
Okay, can you all hear us now? Demetra, can you hear us?
Yes, I am able to hear her. I can
I
hear
am.
her too.
I'm also able to hear.
She may be able to hear us, but we can't hear her. We can't hear them.
Right,
She just went off.
That's what I wanted. That's what
but when she did, we couldn't hear. Demi, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. And I can
Yeah,
hear
so
her
we
when she
can't hear
talks as
you.
well. You can't hear me?
You say, can you get on the computer? And get in the room with us.
Can you all hear us now?
I can hear you. I can hear you, yes. Can you hear me?
Demetria said she can hear. Oh,
Can you
we
hear
can't
me?
hear you.
Hmm. I can hear you all clearly.
Maybe so.
Okay, how about now?
Yes, I can still hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
we
that's
can hear
all.
her.
We can't hear you on, let's put on the same side. Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Beautiful. There we go. This thing was giving us issues all day. Okay. Um, and you can still hear us, Demi?
Yes, I can.
Beautiful.
I see that Miss Saber has a line through her microphone, so I'm not sure.
I
think
can
she's
I
muted.
can hear you. I can hear you guys. I just put myself on mute.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So, the recording on?
So she can hear you and I can hear her, but for some reason, I guess you guys can't hear her.
We
No,
can
we
hear
can hear
her.
us now. We were having some
Okay.
technical difficulties. So again, I wanted to introduce Postmaster Porter. She is the postmaster for the Largo post office where we receive our mail from, our Board of Elections mail, our ballots, and I wanted her and asked her to come speak with you all regarding the regulation that passed on the post date and how that's going to affect mailed ballots. So Ms. Porter, you have the floor.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Just a couple of things that we need to go over. We know that the election is important, and this is a facility where the ballots are sent back in to be delivered to you guys. Only thing that we ask, we're no longer, the Board of Elections, whatever the last date is, we cannot have, if you want, and maybe you could tell your constituents, if you want the elections to get on time, they cannot be dropped in the blue box. They have to come across the window to be stamp dated for that day. Because other than that, they will not be counted until the next day. I know you guys are open until 8 o'clock, and we try to have someone here until 8 to drop the ballots off. I've been doing this. I've been here for 9 years, and I think I've been probably through 3 elections or 4. I just ask you guys to make sure that you tell each and every person, even if they come here, to not to put them in an outgoing box after a certain length of time. We close at 5 o'clock. If they can have them here by 5, the day before the election, we can guarantee you that they will get to you guys by 8 o'clock the day before the election. Anything after that, we do have a contingency plan. As they come in, we will give them to you guys, but it will not be stamp dated for the previous day. It will be stamp dated for the day that is dropped off. Do we have any questions?
Yes. I have a question right now. I don't know if it's a good question, but so you said it would be stamped, your last count would be stamped the day that they drop it off.
That would
So
be
that's
that
go
would
ahead.
be that would be correct if they bring it into our facility. Now, if they was to mail it out somewhere else, it wouldn't be stamp dated until we get it. So it should have a barcode on it that say when it got processed. And we keep a record of what comes in our facility of when it gets processed. So, but if they're like in this local area and they want to bring it in on that day, then yes, we will stamp date it so that it can be make sure that it's counted and sent to you guys before 8 o'clock.
So follow up. So there'll be someone there around the clock, or it'll be a stamp machine.
No, it's
Will it be
no
a
stamp machine.
body?
No, there is no stamp machine. Our window closes at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is the cutoff time. We do not have extra hours for them to come inside to get processed. Now, what we will do is go a little bit above and beyond and do, because 6 o'clock is when our dispatch leaves, and the time is stamped on our outgoing mail for 6 o'clock. That will be the last time that we pull the blue box, is at 6 o'clock, to make sure that we got all the ballots. Anything after 6 o'clock will be going for the next day.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, my question is, are you saying that if they don't come to the Largo post office, that it won't be stamped?
What happens is, I can't go for everybody else, but normally if they dropping it off on the window at any local post office, they are required to stamp it. But if they don't, if they just put it in the blue box, then it has to be processed through the plants. And that's not saying that it's gonna, if let's just say they drop it off on a Tuesday, we try to get as much process on a Wednesday through the plants. But let's just say that they couldn't make the blue box, or let's just say they're getting off work at 4:45 and they're close to here, then they can come inside physically and we will take it over the counter and stamp it for that particular day.
Okay, I thought I heard you say that when you're talking about you, are you talking about the post office in general, or are you talking about the Largo office?
I'm
Well,
talking about the post office.
It's both. It's,
Legislation for all.
right, because it's for all the post offices, not just the large post office.
Okay.
It's in general.
So if somebody,
Wait, Bobby had a question.
okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We're trying to get it all together now.
Mike?
Yeah, but the question is, what is on time?
Right.
So what they're saying is, if they
If
put it in a mailbox before election day, then it'll get there on time. But
That
if
would-
they, is it,
that would
okay,
be
is that
correct.
part correct?
That part is correct.
Okay, and then on election day, if they take it to a post office and take it inside while you're still open, then they can get it stamped as received on election day.
That would
But
be
if they just-
correct.
Okay, but if, like, I live in Beltsville, so our final collection is at 3:30. So if I were to take it to the Beltsville post office at 3 o'clock and put it in the mail, the blue box, then it probably would not get stamped until the next day, right? Because it
would
would
be-
get collected to the next day.
That would be correct. Now, that you're on point. Yes.
It is not counted.
Right.
So, right, that was basically my point. If I go to
But if you also, if you have, you live in Beltsville and y'all last collection is at 3, but Beltsville post office closed at 5, you can take it to the window for them to stamp it, and then they can try to get it to us the exact same day.
Okay. Thank you.
well, if Bobby takes the ballot in at, let's say, 4:45 on election day, and she goes into the window, the person in the window, Bobby can ask them to stamp it being received by the post office. That ballot, whenever it gets here, inside the 10 days, will be counted.
Correct.
Right.
It's that if it is stamped
After.
after the day of election, that it cannot be counted, or not stamped at all.
So they have to get it in a post office
And stamp.
for at least the day before election,
Yeah.
or give it to somebody in person if it's after the normal pickup time.
And they need to witness the fact that it was stamped. Because if the person just takes in 50 ballots and puts them in and sends them to us and they're not stamped, then they're not stamped. Yeah.
They're required to stamp the ballots. That's not an option. If they was to take 50 ballots inside the post office, they're required to stamp. They're required to stamp the ballots with the stamper.
I get that. But if they don't stamp them because they're evil people, which I'm sure you don't have, then the ballots would not be counted.
Well, we have to assume that
Right.
they're
I got,
responsible and they will.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got a long line. 3 months. Now, I noticed one thing, just while I got you on the phone. Last election, I noticed, because I mailed the ballot in my home post office box. And I noticed, not at the post office, but at my house. And I noticed when the mailman came, he took our ballots and put them in a special spot. And then the other mail I was mailing, he put in another bag, kind of like all the ballots were being segregated inside his truck. Is that a standard practice? And is that still
That's
going
a-
to be a standard practice?
That's
or-
a standard practice that we take during election time. That would be correct to segregate the ballots.
Okay. So that increases the chances that it.
Right.
My other question is, will the post office be advertising this?
Well, normally they do not, so that's why I got on this call, but I mean, no, they don't normally do that, but they have gone through measures. We have measures here that we're going through to make sure that we have a successful election for Maryland.
Then my other question is the Board of Elections have?
They're gonna.
Well, so the state is working on, information to put out, and we can also put something out on our website.
You can't have a whole
Right.
district. It has to be
Right.
countywide.
Right. Yeah, countywide,
Statewide.
But statewide.
statewide.
Well.
But it's everybody's.
Does anybody have any more questions for Ms. Porter?
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Ms. Porter. I appreciate
Thank you. You're quite welcome, and you guys have a great night.
Thank you too.
All righty. Just don't forget to get your ballots in. All right. Have a good night.
So what would be helpful, because one thing I know, because I am in my post office a lot, because we always mail our mail in the post office now. And they always have a little flyer on the window about anything that's gonna be unusual, like changing the hours on a certain date or whatever. So maybe the state can prepare a little flyer to be posted in all post office branches early. So that it's no guarantee that people will read it and that they'll follow it, but at least it's something to do that isn't expensive, that can help spread the word.
You know, in Prince George's County still has a TV station.
That's true too, yeah.
I don't know how much.
Well, and the county clerk's office has an email list too, the council do too, so that would be another out.
Pretty sure the candidates will be telling people.
Yeah, I'm
If
sure
they
they
want to
will.
get their vote.
The only problem is when you leave it up to candidates, there are so many, like they didn't have the advantage of listening to her like we did.
Right,
And so they may misunderstand, so they may get the wrong information.
right. But I think it's our duty to let people know.
can you come up with a small board that says what she says? So that on these things, I get things like Prince George's, no. We neighborhood 3 or something, and there's a place where you know this and stuff. But I can.
I'm sure the state. We can make.
I don't know if I'm gonna blurb, but they are preparing.
Well, what he's saying is just a little paragraph, because you're right, we have the Bellsville News, and I can
Right.
give it to them. Laurel has Voices of Laurel.
It makes you keep saying over and over again that the directive is gonna come from the state.
Right,
So we just have to wait to see what materials or what information the state is gonna put out. And then we can glean from that based on what they have approved for us to put out. So we won't have to hammer and just.
well, I would just hope that. Anyway,
Okay. So,
that was helpful, but thank you.
We have to get help.
you have,
Now, okay, no.
Okay, maybe to go.
have a quorum, so.
Yes.
Have no guests. Have no guest speaker is already spoken. Have opportunity to close session.
They now, when I say,
They are.
Correspondence we have is from, um, Ms. McShane, who filed a complaint with us, for the Meetings Commission Committee, because we did not put our minutes up on our website, nor the, live stream. And my response to her, we would have to technical vote. So we did not put it up there in a proper time frame. We are still having technical difficulties with our website. I believe, the PGC County of Information Technology believes this is a countywide issue that they work on. The YouTube video, I think it was, every time they tried to post it, it was an error message. So all of it's been straightened out. They've worked with OIT to bypass this issue, to get our stuff on the board. Because we're trying to either get the agenda and the date update. And I think we just got out there Friday. So again, we're still having technical difficulties with that. So
This is county.
this is a countywide issue with the website. So again, her complaint and my response are in there.
Had an opportunity to read correspondence to that particular. That particular correspondence that they provided and any questions. Responses and.
So with the technical difficulties that you were having, but is it possible that you could put a note or some type of statement saying that currently we are experiencing technical difficulties, so we're trying to resolve them, or post the information as soon as this problem has been resolved, so they would know, so that they won't think.
Right. So it has to come from OIT because again, we can't post
Okay.
to our website.
Well, even from OIT,
If they,
because I know, like, for instance, for me at work, we're having technical difficulties. I couldn't get on today myself, but they are aware. So the DGS sends out a notice to us to say, okay, we're having technical difficulties. We're aware of it. As soon as we're able to resolve it, we'll let you know.
so that hasn't gone out countywide. I think they may have just noticed it from us. And now they believe it's a countywide issue. So they're still trying to determine what the issue is. But again, we can't post to say, you know, we're having technical.
can't even post it in the chat.
We don't post chats to our website. So I don't understand when you be posted to a chat.
Like doing this.
Yeah, we had to get into the system.
Well,
I think she's still saying that she doesn't have control. The control comes from the county.
because the chat wouldn't post to our website. But we can post it in this chat in this meeting. But the only people that will see it will be the people in this meeting, on this meeting, which is no one.
So this lady was complaining about what was on the list.
Mhm.
That was it.
Yeah,
Well, it was,
but yeah,
Right,
what
so
was,
what's
right.
so we need to send her to county executives.
So, from what you're saying, everything that has been posted as like our meetings, that for all the county have been working properly, and if this woman hadn't complained,
No,
IT would have known it.
no, we knew it.
Yeah,
Right. She complained, but
Yeah.
we've been working with them for a while to get this issue
right.
resolved.
But I'm assuming that there are probably other agencies that also have 2 minutes.
Possibly, I'm sure.
That's it. Hopeman's ever said anything. So they, if it weren't for us, nobody would still know.
It's true.
If they had, we would know.
Right. Right. But I do know they were switching over a new platform. So that may be an issue.
I think it's so sophisticated and so.
You check. It's like that. So the other response we have is the letter signed by B to refill the vacant position of their vacant seat at July.
Famous people still. By none other.
And that is all I have for response.
Thank you so much for the recommendation. No, thank you for your support.
Yeah,
Straight to it, straight.
Then, as you can see, under the upcoming date, we have some polling place issues. We've been working with PGCPS. They informed us that there are at least 3 schools that are being demolished. That we use as polling places.
And they didn't think to.
Not until last week.
Do you know the new schools in the areas, maybe we know, like, people,
Well, we have replaced them.
oh,
We had to go survey them and make sure they were, adequate. So it's 3 schools that we know of are being demolished, and 2 possibly, one is possibly being demolished, and the other one is basically partial construction, limited parking. And it's the new Suitland High School, so we just chose to change venues. And the problem is, while we could have used them for the primary, they're being demolished right after the primary. So, because we have to change them anyway for the general, we figured let's just
Less confusion.
exactly change them now. So in order for you all to approve these new polling places, I have to send out a notification 2 weeks prior to us, to you all voting on this. So probably within the next 2 weeks, schedules permit, we'll need to have an emergency meeting to approve these, and it can be virtually. But we need to approve, you all need to approve the schools.
did you already have them? You already know schools,
Yes, yeah, we know the schools, it's just that, I have to put the notification out.
but not in this.
No, because they're not set in stone, they're set in, wet cement. And because of these, we've been meeting, we have a standing meeting, PGCPS, every week now.
Are they all 3 in the state legislature?
there. But we are meeting with them every Friday to make sure that there are no more schools, or if there are, we are notified, immediately. Yeah.
Do you have a feel for when you might want to?
If I get this letter out tomorrow, we can have it on the week of the 18th, so 20th or 21st of May.
The 20th, I'm open. The 21st, I have one doctor's appointment for Charlie that morning. But
The 20th. Is everybody available on the 20th for a virtual meeting? It's on Wednesday. And
You said it could be virtual.
yeah,
I'm not
That's
flexible
perfect.
about it.
So there's a 21st.
One,
Mid, yes,
Yeah,
that's the 20th.
So yeah, that's a reminder.
yeah, oh, definitely.
I'll look at.
That works.
yep,
Awesome.
Did you say it's fine?
Drop boxes went out today. The majority of them, I think one or two are scheduled to go out tomorrow. And the ballots are being mailed out on May 11th. But the UOCAVA go out on the 9th. Sorry. Silver ballot.
May 11th.
Yeah. The domestic ballots go out May 11th. Yeah.
I said the others are the overseas ballots.
Um, it's yes, the UOCAVA, the military overseas have already gone out. We are working on the sample ballot actually now for a date to go out by the end of the month. Then LNA, the voting equipment will start tomorrow. And again, we're still on track to have the public demonstration June 5th. By part.
good time.
9 a.m. I believe.
That's Friday. Okay,
Demonstration.
right.
One more document that you all have in here, is for early voting. And we need to have a bipartisan team on one call. So here are the dates. You'll want to look at it. Back to me. You know.
Let's do it on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably do that while we're together. So that and say dates.
Okay, so Thursday of early voting, June 11th. Do you want
No, I'm not gonna do that. I just,
In the Democrat.
Okay, Friday,
me, I can do 5. Okay.
7 AM to 8 AM.
Pretty much just be available.
Yeah, just be
Oh,
available.
no, that's why you get that sound.
Be available.
I used to set 5, but I guess.
Where?
It's 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
They call you.
7 to 8 o'clock
7 AM every day.
to 8 p.m.
Yeah, what I say, 7, yeah.
It's only if you
Okay.
call.
Can you do
Never
it
like that.
from the 15th to the end of that week? Just Charlie, thanks for going for a week on Thursday.
So Friday, June 12th, we got the,
That's the
what do I do?
I'm gonna do it the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Mike's gonna do it 15th, 16th.
Once you pay it, you send it back.
So we need a gym on Saturday,
No. Wait, no. No. D.
Sunday,
Oh, no, I can't, that's church.
okay, so we got
Oh, no,
that.
switch.
Yeah, I'll be Saturday. We'll switch,
And Saturday is Carletta, Sunday is B.
I'm available June 16th through the 18th. Any day that you need me on those days.
The passport really has been whatever.
Right. Oh, but I'm going out of town, so I don't want to take a chance.
That would be the one
And
time.
then,
No one ever gets called until that day.
so Monday is the 15th, we need one for the 15th.
I'm doing,
Hey, you want to do the 15th?
I'm doing the 11th to the 14th, every day, having the 15th to 9th and 16th.
Okay, so we got everybody, so, 9th and 16th, so. Looking at my calendar. Because we have early canvassing coming up. Before early vote. And so that is
First,
June 3rd to June 9th.
Embassy.
Canvassing.
So, but no, I'm asking, well, no, that was not playing. So the canvassing was after the election.
So, you know, we
No,
did
they
early
should- they
canvassing,
should-
which is required by law now.
Right.
We
We
did
didn't do
early
it last
canvassing,
year.
yes,
Always.
we did. We did early canvassing last year.
Yeah.
When those dates again, cause I just went over my dates with my.
June 3rd through June 9th, not including the weekend,
now, did they,
not including the weekend.
Okay.
That's when we in that room.
it's Monday, June,
And I'm available.
Early canvassing.
it's the first until the,
It's not the first, it's 8 days.
well, on the calendar you handed out. But maybe they changed the calendar since then.
So,
First page. But when you handed out that calendar, I was just looking at it and it says June 1st is mail-in ballot canvass begins.
shouldn't be June 1st. Because the election is the early voting starts June 11th.
Okay, we'll double check it. Maybe it's a typo.
That's when we got that room.
Or maybe if you said they don't count some days.
Gonna be 4 9. So you be looking at.
Probably 9.
And then, and so then, once the election starts, it has been completed. We started back canvassing again. So then we still have 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
So, canvassing,
There ain't some people on the ballot. That's how you get.
so we have post-election canvass will start June June 25th. And we're supposed to certify July 6th. Now keep in mind too, to be certified, we have to do the RLA risk limiting audit. And since we've never done it, I don't know how to do this. It's different now, so we have to have.
You have to have a forum or you have to work out. Or we have to have a full board.
Yeah,
Full board? Full quorum.
yes.
Yeah.
So that's that'll be, I mean, I believe you.
It'll be beginning of July. So we certify on the 6th,
Full board, I'm getting.
the risk limiting audit we have to do.
Oh, gosh.
And we have to do that, we start that after we certify the election.
And how,
So that has to be done after we certify our election, but it has to be completed before the board certifies the state election.
so how long do we anticipate? Risk?
We have no idea.
I mean,
We
I
have
didn't
no
even
idea.
understand the demonstration they gave us, the training, but trust I want to do it for the real deal.
So
Find out.
we did do a mock audit. And the audit itself is pretty straightforward. It's just preparing for the audit that is still not.
But staff will do the preparation and the board is just here to do the actual budget, or do we help?
No, the board is there for determination purposes. So if,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so you're
Just
not
like the
assisting.
campus.
Yeah, you're not assisting with it. But if a decision needs to be made, then the board is there. Huh?
Not really. She's saying
Yeah.
if there's an issue, we have to be there to make a decision.
Right.
Possible action.
Yes. Yes.
What days is that?
So I'm assuming, because we don't necessarily have the dates that have to start yet, but if we certify on the 6th, possibly the 7th or 8th, we would start the rest limiting audit.
Then
July, huh? Of July.
and that's
I don't. Because it all depends on how many ballots we have to audit. And that depends on random numbers drawn by the state.
always improved.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many unknowns.
No.
I don't think all the fun.
Yeah.
On what day?
18th.
For what?
I'm out from the 18th to the 24th.
Be out from June 25th.
So, wait a minute, Sarah. You out from June?
July.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
That's why I
You
gave
won't
you
be out on
I gave you 3
election
weeks.
day. I thought you were talking about June.
I gave you 3.
So what did you say is happening June the 25th?
June the 25th, we start
That's when we
post
start
election
having-
canvas.
Terry, you said you'll be on.
On to election.
What dates will you be?
July 18th to 24th.
Oh, good day.
You don't get paid?
Now, just think.
I'm traveling.
Gotta look and see.
No, I'm traveling
It's in
June.
June, but it's the later part of June.
Probably right from
You
here.
don't know election
I'm
stuff.
confused, right? I got that, no, we got election in June. And then when we went last canvas in June. Wow.
June the 25th through the 30th is when.
June 4th.
Last
Won't be your track.
Do what?
We're gonna have a forum.
We'll take them 7 days. Yeah. I will be in 14 to 17, I think after that.
I'll just be here. I just have to change.
Yes.
Well, I can't change it,
But as long as you don't have to get on spirit.
So can I just, go back over the schedule right quick, just to make sure that I'm clear?
Yeah.
So for Ms. Bobby, you said that you're gonna go June 11th to
I will
the
be on,
14th,
right, I'll be on call from the 11th to the 14th,
and then,
Mike will cover from the
15th to
15th
the
to the
18th.
18th.
okay.
And so for the Democrats, you have B Thursday, Carletta Friday and Saturday, B Sunday, Faye Monday, and Terry's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I
I'm
can
good with
send this out.
No, I'm good.
I can type this up. Send that.
Oh, yeah, I'm good now. I just need to know. And so then, we'll still have Laverne as a sub, so she could fill in. You can work around.
The early canvassing is June 3 to 9.
All right.
I did have to change my schedule. I had just got out, I just put all this in.
June 25th
Correct.
until whenever.
No, not till whenever.
Well, until, well, no, I mean, whenever is not whenever.
Yeah.
It's gonna be certified on the 6th.
Hopefully it's certified July 6th.
So with that being said, when you start on 25th and it's gonna be certified on the 6th, so we have enough canvassing teams that will be at 80 things on these.
Some of them get too loose.
Yeah, but some of, a lot of, well, a handful are unopposed.
You
There are a
said-
lot of people.
You said certified July 6th?
Yes.
Well, then they must have changed this calendar because it's on the calendar, it's showing that extended ballot mail-in deadline is July 6th. And
So that may have been before.
mail-in ballot canvas. You start the final canvas of mail-in ballots on July 6th.
So that might have been before the change, before the
Oh, okay,
election change.
okay. I don't know.
We have both dates on there, though, for if the election was June 20, or June 29th or something like that, and then June 23rd. But I can make you all that.
That would be. Trying to make sure I'm available if I need to be. And I'm probably using this.
And so if anybody has any questions about dates, want to go one more time?
Okay. What is the time? 9
9 to 5.
What, but we had to be here like 8:30 because people getting there early.
So you mean,
Yeah, no, for canvassing.
Let me just say.
Wait a second. Okay,
So,
I know that you start at 9. I'm always here at 8:30. Generally, Mike's 30. Switch up, we need a Democrat and a Republican here before the door is open. But if you all are here at 9, we will be, I know, we don't have a problem getting here at 8:30. So you don't have to worry about 8:30.
Is that for
That's when you still
the?
want to do it.
Yes.
Andy Kent.
Well, but what my point is, you typically on the first day of canvas, we start at 10.
Right.
That's the advertised.
that doesn't go.
Are we still doing that? Yeah, we changed everything.
Not for early canvassing.
No, okay.
Post-election, yes.
I was talking.
You talking post?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Post
Two
is
of us
what?
usually here early.
8:30.
That way, it's because you have people lined up outside trying, you can't get in.
There's 3 dates in post-election canvassing that starts at 10.
So, right.
9:30, be here
So the
at
first day of post-election canvass starts at 10 a.m. You're here at 9:30. And then every day after that, until we switch to, provisional, it is 8:30 with the 9 o'clock start.
But you don't have to get time. Just, you should have that. That ain't a lot of time.
So just to share again, how we intend to do this canvas. And we could start with, pre-election canvas. But we're going to go back to the days of one batch per team. When that batch is done, it will go to the scan, to be scanned and processed. He said they're waiting.
Never mind.
We will have runners per 4 tape to assist with those handing out the batches. They're also going to make sure that the numbers match before it goes to the scanner. If there is a issue at the scanner where a batch needs to be, or not a batch, but a document needs to be duplicated, we're going to pull that batch back, because what happens is when the scanner rejects the ballot, then that stops, and you have to wait till that ballot is duplicated. So in order to not wait, we will pull that whole batch back, duplicate that ballot, and then put it back through a scan.
So in other words, you're gonna say you scanned in 24 of them and then the very last one doesn't go. You have a way to undo it?
You can just
It's
delete
like-
what you've done because you
Just
haven't
delete the whole
submitted it all.
batch.
You just delete the
So
whole
they
batch.
get uploaded a batch at a time.
So are you saying then that if Mike and I batch it, we finished and turned it in, and so should we wait until it's been counted before we go to a new batch?
No.
So that you, I just make sure that you need to the batches.
Now we've
And there
had
will be
to,
no way that they can accidentally release that batch when they have already.
we are also, batches, that's the scanning. Oh my gosh, I'm missing something else. I have to come back.
We're saying you're scan it, be a runner for one for each table. And to double check the batches when they get scanned. If there's anything that has to be a redo during the batch, they pull the whole batch out. So I think the next step.
I don't know.
Duplicate the ballot. Batch.
Are they,
Batch resubmit.
Said all that.
They're gonna track the batches, but
Oh,
now we used to.
track it, that's what. So we are still working. I think we pretty much have a system, because with the risk limiting audit, the batches that we scan, or should I say the bins that we scan, once we finish scanning them, they have to be locked back up again. For the risk limit. And so with us doing a batch at a time and not what we do with the bin, because the bin is trackable through our smart sheet, then 4 went to team 2. All the batches within that bin are assigned to that team. But now it's not like that. And so when they come from the scanner, so they'll be in bin 4. And that batch number within that bin will be assigned to a team. And this is going back and I'm just explaining to you. So that batch within that bin will be assigned to a team. But then we've come up with a way so that when that batch goes to the scanner, and it's put back in a bin, it's not gonna be put back in the same bin. We have to track now that last bin that it's in and seal that and, yeah. 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 So, it's a lot of moving parts to this canvas.
And we're only gonna have 25 minutes instead of 50.
No, it'll be 50.
Oh, no, 50,
Right.
okay,
So-
we've gone back.
If a batch comes out, then that bin will have 49.
No,
No, because they're not gonna.
No. the 49 is in the batch, not the bin.
Well, I meant the just batches.
No,
The bin is not the issue, it's the batches within
Yeah, I
the
got
bin. So it's 50 batches, it's
Yeah, I got
50 envelopes in that batch.
No, I got it. So you're not adding the batches.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, we kind of
they're
are.
tagged to a bin.
Yeah, they are,
Street, sheet batches.
They're tagged to a bin when they come in.
and they're tagged to a bin when they have the scan.
But if you map out a batch, it's in bin 5.
It'll still go back in bin, well, no, but see, that's the thing. We're tracking the batches that go in that bin,
Correct.
right?
So they
So,
come
So if
in
it
the
hasn't
building
been
in
scanned,
a bin.
it's. not-
right,
It's one of the batches and that bin craps out. Pull that batch out. Is it home still?
no, but once those batches leave that first bin.
Right.
They're
It's
not,
done.
it's done, they're not going back to that bin.
Got it.
Because once they go to a scanning,
But
and once it's
After they're
finished, they go
scanned, they
to
go
another
in a new
bin.
bin.
if there's a record. Oh,
Yeah,
there's a new bin. There's a new
Yes.
bin.
yes.
New bin. Okay, got it. Now it's, okay.
So we just have to make sure that we
There is
know.
like a post sort
batches
bin,
and
and then there is a post scanning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just to back it up one more step, and this will be quick. Okay, you get a tray of ballots in from the post office. And somebody, they date stamp some words, because the machine date stamp
Record maintenance day stamps.
manually.
Mhm.
And then at some point, they go into that machine that sorts them all by batches.
Mhm.
Or puts them in batches.
Right.
Okay, and then they just stay packaged together until it's time to get.
In the bin, and yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you have bins today, where you, like at the end of that day's canvas, I'm not canvas. Incoming mail, is that a bin, or do you,
No,
okay, we just,
what's already been batched up. So
Okay.
incoming mail, it all depends on how many we get. They can,
if you don't get that many, then.
right, yeah.
Do you hold them, or do you put them in batches?
No, they still go in batches and they still go in bins.
I mean, when the day that the mail comes in, the day that the ballots come in the mail, what's the procedure then? There's a few, do they hold them until the next day when they have enough, or
Well,
do they sort them but don't do anything else with them until they get more to make it a bigger batch?
possibly, because it could just be, if that's all they have for that day, they may just do that batch and it just may be 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And more
Need another
questions?
Need another what? Would,
Technically, you don't.
wait, no, I mean, technically, dumb, but legally, I think you.
I don't even know if legally you do.
allowed to have a substitute.
Um,
Now that others move up, you're allowed to have a substitute.
yeah, substitute, that's what I'm saying, boy.
Another course. Yep.
How would that work?
I don't know, I've never, this one, I asked the attorney, but yeah,
But I think that they get things.
you know, we had to go look for the central,
That's
we, committee that's been, there. We do. When and how and all that. I really,
Well, I guess it has to be brought to their attention that the governor's appointment.
whatever the latest thing. kind of see to, we can bring somebody on, so we'll have that extra. Have that person.
Gotcha.
I know the Democratic Central, they usually, they hear about a vacancy, they have to satisfy it in 30 days.
It's
I
not
don't know about if that's the same for a substitute member.
I don't know either, that's why.
But I know
Especially right before an election.
Yeah, and see, I don't know, because there's nothing, where I looked, I have not been able to find anything. This may be a unique situation, I don't know, maybe it's first time.
Well, why wouldn't they go with the person who's next in line with the votes during that time when we all got on the board?
Well, and
That makes sense. That would be quick.
Already exhausted that,
We did.
yes, because the person that was on the board before was found to be unqualified.
next,
I been exhausted.
Yeah, so.
the next two people were,
That's how you and the first.
So that's it. So they gotta.
and the next two were both disqualified.
Oh, I didn't know that. Two of them.
You know, in order to be on the board now, you have to at least live in the county.
Exactly.
You have to get voted here, you just can't sit.
They should have been, that's what they were vetted.
Not like
They
me.
were vetted doing that process.
The other reason, well,
I know, if you
Yeah,
just like now,
We may need to that one time, we need to notify somebody. As soon as possible.
Wasn't it?
Don't have.
yeah.
So I got a couple of updates, mostly bills. So these are all expected to be signed. May 13th. SB 100, 630. Passed. Where there has to be the bus. There has to be a bus stop within a half an hour of an early voting polling place. So wherever that polling place is.
There are no buses that they go to Southern Maryland.
So much for early voting.
This is the bill they passed.
So there's no early voting, so
Early voting is up there.
There are no buses.
So in 2 years when we get ready, does that take effect for this?
National.
This year, it doesn't come effective to that July.
sure, but that's.
So for the general election,
Yeah, it's probably official.
Well,
Then you could
can't make-
potentially have to have
If the
different
county doesn't
precincts,
hire buses. nothing
voting
they-
places in
you don't
the
hire
general, then you
buses,
have
that's
one
It's still fun.
primary.
That's lots of things to think about.
well, you said 1 mile?
Half a mile.
You were looking for a bill.
The other bill that passes and is expected to be signed, HB 1069, SB 949, canvassing of absentee ballots. This one is preemptive if the Supreme Court decides the Voting Rights Act and goes in favor of Donald Trump's executive order. And what this basically says is that we can count state and local contests, but not federal.
You have to redo them. So for the congressional seats that are in our ballot, that's one.
That means that we can't count.
So we have 2 seats
Um,
on our ballot, right?
but whereas to Congress,
Yeah, the congressional seat, 4 ballot.
So,
It's just saying we can't count them after whatever
Right.
ballots received
after the
after election day can't be counted for the
federal,
congressional seats, the Senate or the House, but can be counted for all the other offices. Can you imagine how much error? I mean, how do you even program machines
good question.
to read the ballots?
Right,
we can't do it.
yeah. And also, one that did pass SB, well, is expected to pass SB 443, HB 621, council qualifications. So, now you won't have to have council that is just in your jurisdiction. It could be in the state of Maryland.
So what do you get?
We like ours.
So I, you don't have to register, just be on county council.
No, to be our council. To be.
Oh,
The legal, legal
oh,
counsel.
oh,
Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh,
I think
Oh, you
that's council, yeah. That's why everybody was looking like, what the,
Thinking.
what's going on?
hey, council, I'm sorry, I thought y'all meant legal.
They just become this.
Okay, so.
I thought it was.
Now, so
Because there were a lot of counties that, just couldn't find, yeah.
I know that Calvin, they're controlling.
And then HB, looking at my handwriting, 115, SB 241, automatic restoration of felony rights. Take that. It's more work for us.
Question that.
You call me on that. But yeah, that's just another list of that likely get.
So, you know, every bill that, the bill that say, you gotta pay fine, they never.
Oh, right.
You know, that's people, some point in time, do.
We also, at our last, collaboration meeting, and we had it in Glen Burnie at, the Space Warehouse, and they, excuse me, did a demonstration of the scanners, and poll books. Amazing equipment for 28. We also did a printer for May. And another thing too, they're calling web mail printed home ballots. But the
No fraud there.
the ballot on demand is actually a nice software to have for canvassing, because eventually the printed home, I don't know why I can't remember that. The printed home ballot will have a QR code, and you can complete it online. And when we get it, we scan that QR code and it comes up on the screen and it is completed and we can print it.
So the QR code is linked to our.
Well, no, it's not a name. It's just because you can fill it out electronically on the computer and print it on your regular paper. So once we get it, it's still not attached to your name. It just has the information of the ballot on there. It's not attached to your name.
What information would they have that know it came from, that I was a registered voter?
Well, they sent it to you knowing you were a registered voter, but just like any other ballot, once we
And so it's
receive it.
basically just saying it's a valid ballot.
Mhm.
Yeah, duplicate,
Right.
because then they do.
Well,
But if they duplicated a ballot, whoever gets theirs in first, like your income tax. I got the refund check first.
but this process may speed up print on demand, print at home, ballot,
Yeah.
duplicating process. Yeah, especially if it's QR code.
Just one, you don't know the answer, that's fine. Printing on demand. One thing I can see would be a problem is finding out how would be, what kind of ink or toner or whatever to do if we have to generate 10,000 ballots for precinct or whatever.
Well, it's just for canvas. It's not for the polling places or early voting. So I doubt if we're,
I
you
mean,
know,
it's just election.
no, it's just for canvas. After post-election canvas, it's not for, the polling places.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
right.
okay. I thought that printing on demand.
I
So we wouldn't
wish,
have to print the ballots.
I wish it
It
would
would be
be,
a lot of equipment costs, wouldn't it?
no, no, it would. Look, it would, if we're just sending out paper and printers, that's so much easier than ballot orders and 327 precincts. Two. Um, but, I think that's all I got. Yeah.
In light of our recent political climate, will we have like more of a security team while we're canvassing? 'Cause I know right now we just have staff in the front.
So we have a security guard at the front. We generally have sheriffs outside when we're canvassing. Um, even though, and this is like, um, even though we are in climate, the climate that we're in, I don't see PG Prince George's County next. Am I, does anybody else agree or disagree?
This evil eye lady, that was the only person. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was looking at me, of all people.
You said what?
Evil eye lady, remember?
Yes, sir.
I agree with you on that, but I'm saying as far as voter, I don't really see us in this political climate as other states. So I'm not really concerned about voters. This election, yes, absolutely. It's about the candidates.
This was a 49-51 county.
Yeah,
That's
right,
one thing. And
right.
a-
Can't recall the
It's
lady.
a 92 game. No, I'm just saying, it's not a 59-41 county.
Too bit on a different subject or not. Related. Maybe that, funds as an, like from an independent now, get ballot, they want to, get the $26,000. Yeah, it's, gathering ballot to run as in general. So, I don't know. I don't think so. I just want.
I don't think right now we do because she's not on the primary. Yeah, but we will have, again, a security guard, here during early voting, election day, where we'll have a security guard at 107. Soon as those ballots come out, they'll be down there all day. And then for 135, we'll have a guard during canvassing, we'll have, security down there. As far as the drop boxes, we don't do security anymore. Camera, video surveillance, that's it. For early voting, I have asked Pat to set up a meeting, with Prince George's County Police, Sheriff, and parking planning. A lot of our early voting sites are on parking planning property. And as we know from the past, there are at least 3 that will require parking planning police. We know. Curry and Stockbrook. We know. So that's what we're hoping they will be 27, or not 24/7, but as long as those polls are open. That is to protect voters. We shoot everything.
With respect to the change over the, maybe the time or that elder being. Like, with expenses, or that's not the thing,
No, okay.
or already done.
Yeah, you want.
I just want to make sure you.
Thank you too for working with me on
Oh, yeah.
ethics.
You're welcome. That was good that they were able to do it that
Yeah,
quickly.
thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it. Sorry.
Okay, no.
That's me.
They told me next week, June first. I know when they maybe call it special meeting, and then June first is the next.
So the next meeting will be, June 20th.
Oh,
The May 20th.
Sorry, May.
Is-
I'm thinking we in June.
No, the special meeting was May 20th, and the
Yeah.
next board meeting will be June 1st.
Correct. And just an FYI, I know we're a couple of months out. The state, SBE is scheduled, my performance evaluation for September 14th. It's not our usual meeting day, it's the second Monday, not the first, but I will, remind you.
Should be. Yeah, it should be.
Oh, do we already go on here?
Yeah, we should.
Oh, one more thing, Chief Judge Pickup, we, were concerned about that whole weekend because Friday is Juneteenth holiday, and Sunday is Father's Day. The state can't do the bulk update until after early voting, which ends on the 18th. So our concern was, when are they gonna do the bulk update? Because the bulk update of the poll books take hours. And so what we decided, and I did verify with, Brandon from the state, that he is gonna do the bulk update on, July 19th, that holiday. So that means some of our staff will be working on that holiday.
On June 19th.
On June 19th. Our staff, some of our staff will be working because we have to do Chief Judge Pickup that weekend. So whether Chief Judge will come pick up the equipment.
Okay.
So most likely the data coordinators in the warehouse will be working to do bulk updates on the poll books Friday and Saturday. We're going to do Chief Judge Pickup either late in the evening, Saturday, or super early in the morning on Sunday. It's either going to be between 4 and 8 on Saturday or 7 and 11 Sunday. Not quite sure.
Here, me.
Quick question, does anybody know when is the last day? On the website? See the date.
I'll look it.
Yeah, because I can't remember off the top of my head.
I was talking to Mel today, and
I haven't looked at the special ballot one day. I should know.
yeah, we were talking about that. You guys are training.
How many pages is that?
Good question.
The Democratic ballot is, it's, so, follow me. It's 3 pages, but it's 2 physical pages. So it's front, back, front.
3 sides.
So we call that 3-page back. But it's 2 physical pages. The Republican ballot is 1. and the other one is, yeah, pretty much, the unaffiliated is,
So that means it's will have to walk more. Okay. A lot more for it.
no,
For the affiliated, the walk. Part.
that's so, it doesn't.
Okay, so the deadline to post it.
Reality.
4 or 5 days. It's June 2nd.
They don't want to associate with the party. And so
Oh, that's the nice thing.
Right, exactly. No.
Alright, with that.
So, okay, so we kind of,
Well, they are in ballot.
can we,
Sure.
can we adjourn the meeting or?
I think a move be adjourned.
I'll second it, but I can't.
Second.
We need a second.
Yeah, I can't.
Second.
Thank you.
Don't know.
We're not together with me.
Turn this off.
Lots of no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and go.
When I get tired, got it.
Bye, Timmy.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
You as well.
All right.
Really?